Well, it's day 10, and this is our last rule and the last video in this course. I want to thank you for subscribing to this video course, and I sure hope you're going to leave with some valuable actions that you can make to change your process. For this last rule, I'm going to cap things off with the idea of always be improving. Let's jump in. My first point is use the pain. I know what it's like to run an agency. And the reality is that people and projects can just be really complicated. And so many times you can just be kind of sitting there feeling frustrated that things didn't go as you intended. Well, I want to encourage you, use that pain. The pain is kind of a reminder that goes off to tell you there's something that needs to be adjusted. And then you want to corner the problems. Maybe you had a project that was not profitable at all, or you even lost money. You want to start asking questions like, what was mismanaged on our side? Or were there expectations that we didn't set properly? To give a practical example of this, imagine, I used to have a web design agency and I'm selling a blog. I have a line item for a blog, and I just say, we'll build you a blog for $1,000. Well, if I'm not clear, my prospect or my customer's understanding of what a blog is and mine could be completely different. Okay, so I want to go back then and clarify. Okay, what was the particular hiccup on the project, and how can I clarify it so that tomorrow is smoother? And then use all of this to refine your offering. Sometimes you'll discover we don't want to do that particular thing anymore. Or, there's this new offering that kind of popped up because of a particular point of friction or a challenge that we had with a particular customer. And so throughout all of this, it's just like a good marketing campaign. You don't just put it out there and never adjust it. You're learning and you're tweaking. The initial work is really important, but sometimes, the additional work after actually can make the biggest bang because you're refining it, fine-tuning it. So refine your offering, make it even clearer over time what your customers can expect with a particular service. And then there are two modes, I think, of when we're talking about proposal writing. So you're either building or you're executing. Building is the process of defining your offering. It's adjusting your template. Maybe it's creating a new page with your about us or biographical information or case studies. And then there's also executing. Executing is when you're taking your proposal template and you're creating an actual proposal based on it. Now, I want to encourage you to learn how to make most of your time in the building side of things. See, when I'm working on a proposal, if there are things, I'm working through the details and I realize, well, this really shouldn't be this way anymore. Maybe you're a particular way that you're messaging your prospect. Well, go fix it in your template, okay? And every single proposal, when you're executing, has the ability to make it better, right? I found at my agency, maybe 90% of the time it was actually building, because if you create a good system, you can execute quickly. I can create proposals relatively fast. All right, well, that's my last rule. I want to give you, again, a big thank you for subscribing to this video course. If you have any questions, I'd love to hear from you. Any of the emails that we sent out, feel free to just respond to those. I love interacting and getting into some of the finer details. And then if you're curious about Smart Pricing Table, maybe you looked at some of this, you've seen some of the screenshots and you're thinking that's really interesting. Head over to our website, smartpricingtable.com, or you can respond to an email and I'll send you this information, and schedule a demo. You'll get a demo directly with me. And I would love to look over our system and see if it could help you implement some of these core strategies that we've covered. Again, thank you for your time, and I hope you found this course super valuable.